Today, the ocean is your playground and Oceania Cruise is your guide. Let the sea take you to destinations that'll leave you speechless.
Welcome to Travel Tuesday with Teresa, the ultimate source of wanderlust inspiration. Join the journey led by your host, Teresa Belcher, founder of Honeymoon Islands.
Welcome to Travel Tuesday with Teresa. I'm your host, Teresa Belcher, founder of Honeymoon Islands, and today we're talking all things Oceania Cruises, from the immersive itineraries to world-class dining to unforgettable experiences on board and in destination. My guest today is Elsa Ramirez from Oceania Cruises, and Elsa will explain what sets Oceania apart from all the other luxury liners, along with the four pillars of what defines Oceania. It's over to you, Elsa.
Perfect. So let's go ahead and dig a little bit deeper into Oceania Cruises. And we're going to start with this slide, which is a joy of traveling well. In addition to our pillars of excellence, we are also very proud of the new global campaign that was launched just last week. And truly, this campaign, it's all about celebrating the unique ways we elevate cruising for our guests through thoughtful details, the genuine warmth, welcome, and service on board, and really understanding what truly matters to our guests. Oceania Cruises is part of the Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings Company. On that beautiful umbrella, we can find Norwegian Cruise Lines as a premium contemporary. We find Oceania Cruises under the luxury category of cruising. And then, of course, we have our sister Regent Seven Seas Cruises representing ultra luxury. Now, I would like to highlight a couple of differences between Regent Seven Seas Cruises and the Oceania Cruises because I always get this question. So, what's the main difference between Regent and Oceania Cruises since they're both luxury cruise lines? Well, luxury Regent. So to start, the ultra luxury category of cruising, which represents Regent Seven Seas Cruises. Look, on board Regent Seven Seas, everything is included. There are no inside staterooms. They're all veranda accommodations. They all have their own their butler service. And again, everything it's included with Regent Seven Seas Cruises. Their ships tend to be a little bit smaller. So when Oceania Cruises, our ships go from 658 passengers to 1,200 passengers, Regent Seven Seas Cruises tends to stay on the 700, 900 passengers on board. Now, with Oceania Cruises, yes, we are a luxury cruise line, but we do offer options to our guests, and I think that's the beauty of Oceania Cruises. We have a saying which is your world, your way. What is luxury to me might not be luxury to others, so we always like to present options to our guests. Now, with Oceania Cruises, we do have inside staterooms, we have the ocean view, we have the veranda, and then it goes up to magical suites that measure 2,400 square feet. So the luxury will be there. It's just that Oceania Cruises offers options and not everything is included. So if you're not a big drinker, for example, or if you prefer to do the shore excursions on your own, Oceania Cruises will give you that option, right? Instead, Regent Seven Seas Cruises or other luxury cruise lines, ultra luxury cruise lines, will have it all included. So there is no way to break that package. So again, just the beauty of Oceania Cruises. We are always wanting to give more options to our guests. Now, what really sets apart Oceania Cruises to the other cruise lines is the four pillars of excellence of Oceania Cruises. The number one pillar is the immersive itineraries. Yes, we are a foodie cruise line. Yes, that's how we started. But our itineraries are magical and very unique. And that's the main reason why our guests actually try Oceania Cruises. So we're going to be digging into each of these categories very soon. I just wanted to mention them really quick for you. Intimate luxurious ships as well. So we offer that small ship luxury experience, the genuine hospitality. It's something very special when you get on board one of the Oceania ships and you are received with a warm smile. Our crew is amazing. Um, and they're there to help you have the most wonderful, unforgettable vacation, always willing to help you. And then, of course, the finest cuisine at sea, as I mentioned before, that's how we started. We were the first ones to implement specialty dining and hands-on cooking classes. So on board our ships, everything it's about the culinary experience. We are definitely a foodie cruise line. Now, let's go ahead and start with the intimate luxurious ship category or the pillar of excellence of Oceania. And I just wanted to briefly mention the differences between our ships and tell you more about what's coming next, which we're very, very excited about. So I'm going to start with the Allura class. Allura class is our newest class of ship. Vista was inaugurated in 2023, and then Allura in 2025. So they're brand new ships to us. Each of these ships have 1,200 passengers with a crew of 800. Then we have our Oceania class, which is 1,250 passengers with a crew of 800 as well. Marina and Riviera are beautiful. And then we have our regatta class. So the regatta class, it's 670 passengers with a crew of 450. There are going to be some changes starting in fall of 2027. We are going to be charting some of the ships, and I want you to be aware of that because we're only keeping one of them, which will be the Nautica, which will be totally restructured and re-inspired to be our new ship, Aurelia, which I'll be talking a little bit about her in upcoming slides because she will actually be doing the around the world in 2028 and 29. But that's not it, because we have signed contract for 5 new ships that will be delivered in the next every 2 years. And we're going to start with Oceania Sonata this upcoming August 27. She is a 1,380 passenger ship with a crew of 850 crew members. We're very excited about her. She's going to be introducing new suite categories and also new restaurants on board Oceania Cruises. So we can't really wait to meet her. She's going to be doing wonderful itineraries in August 2027, starting with the Caribbean, and then it's going to move into Europe. So we're truly excited about Sonata. Now, another question and comment that I received about the small ship luxury experience. Some of the guests will come to me and they will ask me, so what is that small ship luxury experience like? What are the benefits of it, right? So Oceania Cruises has the perfect size. We are able to visit boutique ports that other cruise lines are not able to visit. We are able to dock in front of some of the cities that other ships are not able to get to, like for example Bordeaux. To go into Bordeaux and dock right in front of the city, you have to go through a river, and not many cruise lines can do that, but Oceania can, and that's one of the biggest plus of the small ship luxury experience. And then, of course, on top of that, you have that staff to guest ratio 2 to 3. So basically, every crew member is servicing one passenger and a half. That should give you an idea of how wonderful the service is on board. We have one chef for every 10 guests, and that's only on board Oceania Cruises because we're a foodie cruise line. And then, of course, we do offer luxurious butler service to our penthouse and higher suites. So we have a little bit of everything, again, but going back to those options. Now, the other thing that I wanted to mention on this slide is that Princess, Celebrity, and Holland, all great cruise lines. We all shine in different ways, right? But I do want to let you know that most of our guests that try Oceania Cruises, they actually have sailed on board Holland, Celebrity, and Princess. And the reason why they decide to try Oceania Cruises is because they're looking for that small ship luxury experience. They're looking for more inclusions. They're looking for very unique itineraries that Oceania Cruises, of course, offers. And they just want that warm service on board. They want to be pampered on board the ship. So those are just a few things that I wanted to share about that small ship luxury experience. And then we continue into what is it like on board Oceania Cruises? We have different spaces for our guests to truly enjoy their stay on board the ship. We have different bars, there's different lounges. We do have a casino on board. We have Broadway shows at night. We have different enrichment programs on board, like our hands-on cooking classes, and also we have art classes. So there's plenty of activities on board our ships. And then, of course, do want to highlight that the dress code on board is elegant resort casual. Through the years, we have become more flexible, and our guests are now feel more, they can wear those designer jeans to dinner. So it's all about, again, options and providing those, small details that our guests really appreciate. Then we also have spaces for our guests to relax and unwind. Starting with our cozy libraries, we have more than 2,000 books on those libraries. Not that you'll be able to read them all in once, but hey, if you do the around the world, yeah, it might be a good start. We have our beautiful Aquamore Spa with many options of services to choose from. We have a fitness center that it's well equipped for anyone. I mean, I do CrossFit and I find it, they have so many machines. They have the rower machines. They have everything that you need to do your workout. We have the saltwater pools, of course. You're looking at the picture, and that's our spa terrace. Everyone that is booked in the concierge and higher categories has access to our spa terrace. Beautiful space. We also have different sports on board like pickleball, paddle, croquet, and we have the fitness tracks as well. So again, different options for our guests. Now, staterooms and amenities. I'm going to go briefly in on this. I want to highlight some of the top amenities on each of the, different categories on board Oceania Cruises. But as I mentioned before, we have inside staterooms, we have ocean view, we have the veranda staterooms, and then it goes into the suites. And as you can see, they're all beautiful. The picture that you're looking at here, it's our veranda stateroom. And you can expect to have the oversized rainforest showers on most of our ships. Laundry service is included for the concierge levels and higher, but also please note that we do have a self-service laundry that you're able to use, and we will provide you with everything you need to do your laundry. 24-hour room service is always included. And again, you will feel more than comfortable on one of the staterooms. It truly doesn't matter where you stay on board the ship. The service will always be amazing and you'll be taken care of. And then we go into our suites. Of course, one of the big plus of a suite is more space. You're looking at our starting penthouse suite, beautiful accommodation that, of course, has its own butler. And then you're looking at some of the other pictures of the top suites. At the very top, you have the bathroom of our Vista suite, beautiful accommodation as well, and some of the seating space um, on the Vista Suite as well. And again, just more amenities that you can enjoy when you stay on the suites. Priority luggage delivery on embarkation day. You have access to exclusive lounges that allow you to have that extra space, either to work or maybe to have a coffee or talk to one of our Oceania representatives that could help you booking your shore excursions and dining reservations. Laundry services, of course, are included and generous closet space. So if you're doing one of those longer itineraries, like a grand voyage, that's always good to have. And then, of course, the other amenities that are always included with our suite staterooms. Now, my recommendation when it comes to picking that special category, once you find your itinerary, And once you know which ship you're going to be sailing on, reach out to Teresa. Teresa knows everything about all the categories, and she will be able to provide you with all the benefits and all those tips that you need to know to sail comfortably with us. Now we move into our next pillar of excellence, and this is the finest cuisine at sea. Of course, this is how we're known for. If you ever think about Oceania, the first thing that should come to your mind, it's food. And yes, we're big in food. We're always providing our guests with authentic culinary offerings. We always use the finest and the freshest ingredients. Actually, many of those ingredients that we use on board come from the ports that we're visiting. So you'll be able to taste the true flavors of the destinations that you're visiting, including the wine. We offer plenty of restaurants for you to select. Actually, specialty dining is included. And you can try it as many times as you like, and you can book them as many times as you like, based on availability, of course. But that's there for you to enjoy. We really want you to not only explore the destination, but we want you to taste the destination. And as I mentioned before, one chef for every 10 guests, something that I really like to mention because I think it's really cool. Not every cruise line offers this and takes um, such an important pillar of Oceania Cruises, and we need to make sure that we're always updating and evolving with everything going on. We always like to offer that special, wonderful culinary experience on board Oceania. Now, to give you an idea of who, handles and creates and it's in charge of the culinary experience and the culinary program on board Oceania Cruises, I wanted to introduce you to the Culinary Advisory Board team. And we're going to start with Jacques Pepin. He's a very well-known French chef he's very well-known around the world. He's an amazing guy. Really, he was the one that guided Oceania Cruises from the very beginning to be that cruise line offering the finest cuisine at sea. Then, of course, Chef Alexis Quartelli and Eric Burrell. We are the only cruise line that has two master chefs of France on board, right? And that says a lot. That says a lot about the investment that we put in the culinary experience on board Oceania. Chef Catherine Kelly, she is wonderful and she handles everything that has to do with the culinary enrichment program. So she is in charge of all those hand cooking classes that we do on board our larger ships, and also about the tours that are the culinary tours that we do on the ports that we visit. You might know Giada De Laurenti. She joins us back in 2023 as the godmother of Vista. And of course, she's part of the Culinary Advisory Board team. And then Chef Sarah Moulton, television personality and author. Many wonderful recipes. She is amazing as well. And we are very, very thankful and excited to have them join Oceania Cruises, and of course, all the team below them. So all of our chefs, preparing a lot minute dishes for our guests. Nothing it's pre-cooked. Everything it's wonderful on board Oceania. Great. So we're going to move on into all the options that you have to choose from every time you're going to have dinner, breakfast, or lunch on board Oceania. And we're going to start with the grand dining room. The grand dining room does not need reservations, right? It's open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But this restaurant is very special because its menu changes every day. And then also, the other half of the menu is all chef recommendations. So it's a wonderful venue to go for either breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, Polo Grill, Toscana, Red Ginger, and Jack's, they do require reservations. And Teresa can guide you more as to how to make those reservations and so forth. But I want you to know that these are specialty restaurants. They do require that reservation, but they're all included. And you can taste them as many times as you like based on availability. And I'll give you a really quick tip here. You can actually dine on two different restaurants the same night. If you can and you can book them on board, you'll be able to try some of the appetizers and some of the dishes in Impala Grill, and then move into Toscana if you feel like that's right. You'll go there and have your main dish and then your dessert, which is what I tend to do most of the times that I'm on board Oceania Cruises. It's just a perfect way to gain those extra pounds, right? But oh my God, I never regret my options on board Oceania. It's just very delicious. Red Ginger is our Asian restaurant, and Jack's is our French restaurant. Actually, the only restaurant that Chef Jacques Pepin has, it's on board Oceania Cruises. And moving forward, we have more options for you. We have the Terrace Cafe, which is our buffet, which is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We have the Waves Grill right beside the pool. We have baristas. Specialty coffee is always included for the coffee lovers present. Baristas will have different options for you every day. And then right besides barista, we have actually a creperie and then a bakery. Fresh bakery creating special pastries for you through the entire day. So again, just a beautiful combination right there. Aquamore, maximum indulgence, minimum guilt with energy bowls, juices, and the freshest ingredients. It's open for breakfast and lunch, and it's one of my favorite restaurants as well. And then, of course, the pizzeria. We couldn't miss the pizzeria. It will be there for you, and it's that perfect spot you're wanting to go when you're tired after a short excursion, or maybe you don't feel like maybe changing and dressing up for the restaurant. The pizzeria is a great place. Afternoon tea time every day at 4 p.m. Remember this. You will not want to miss that opportunity. There is live music, there are teas from around the world, and we will have carts with different pastries, and you can try little cakes and little sandwiches, and it's just delicious. Again, private dining, it's always an option. Please contact Teresa if you are interested on that for maybe an anniversary, or maybe if you're sailing with a group, that will be a perfect option. And then, of course, we cater to virtually any dietary restriction. You just need to let us know and we will take care of it. Okay, now we move into the pillar that we have been waiting for because it's all about the destination. And that's what we're known for. We offer award-winning itineraries with Oceania Cruises. And I'm going to start with this beautiful map in here. So we visit 7 continents so far, including the new ports that we have included in 2027 and 28, we are at approximately 616 ports. That is amazing, by the way. If you were to compare us with other cruise lines, you'll see what I'm talking about. 618 ports, it's just amazing. And we visited those, both the boutique ports, and also the marquee ports. And of course, 100 countries or more at this point. And the main reason why our itineraries are so unique, and I think this is something that you kind of need to pay attention when you are comparing Oceania Cruises with other cruise lines. Yes, you need to compare the size of the ship and you need to compare about the food and everything, but I think that we all travel for a reason and it's to explore that destination. And with Oceania Cruises, the one thing that we pay a lot of attention is more time in port. We want to make sure that you have enough time in port so that you can explore and submerge yourself into the culture, into the food. We want you to explore and taste the destination. You need to have plenty of time to do that, and that's what we always try to do, give you more time in port. And how we do that is that we do less dates at sea. We do late disembarkation on the ports that we're visiting, and we do overnight stays when required, like Bordeaux as an example, because of the levels of water, and also because we want to give you that option, that truly exploring that port that you're visiting. There are some ports that need more than one day to explore, and that's why we do it. So our itineraries go from 7 days up to 180 days, which is our around the world. We have plenty of shore excursions, and They are based on history, adventure, nature, food, wine, or culture. Again, just giving you options. We spend, again, 30 to 50% more time in port than other cruise lines. And the Oceania Cruises itineraries are very unique and they tend to change every year. So if you found that one itinerary that matched everything that you wanted to do, I would recommend you to book it and not wait until next year because we tend to make changes. We want to keep things fresh. We don't want you to get bored about our itineraries, and that's why we keep enhancing them and changing them. So keep that in mind as well. And this is just talking a little bit more about the different experiences that we offer, the different shore excursions that we offer, like the Go Local tours, the culinary tours, the Beyond Blueprints. It's a very famous one, tends to be booked really quick. And it's all about the architecture on those ports that we're visiting, and the buildings and how they were created and the materials and the reason why. So it's very interesting, and our guests really like those type of shore excursions. We do offer pre and post land packages as well, so that's a good option for you. And now this slide in here, I want to go over this, and if you have any questions on this, again, Teresa will be able to guide you and explain how everything works. But I want you to know that this is always included for you. Um, Yes, we will be always offering you that genuine hospitality. The finest cuisine at sea will be there. You'll have beautiful itineraries and beautiful ships that you'll be sailing on. But also, we're wanting to include what really matters to our guest. So specialty restaurants, as I mentioned, is included. Gratuities will always included, no matter the length of the itinerary, will always be there. Unlimited Wi-Fi. You get 2 logins per person in that stateroom. Sodas, specialty coffees, teas will always be included, as well as still and sparkling better water. Juices, smoothies, gourmet ice cream, which by the way changes every day, delicious. Laundry services are included for the category concierge or higher, but all of our guests have the option of the self-service laundry. Um, Make sure you don't forget that. And then you get to choose from one of the following. You have the wine and beer by the glass during lunch and dinner time. And then if you're not a big drinker, maybe you don't care much about the wine or the beer, then also you can choose the generous shore excursion credit that it's offered. It's calculated based on the length of the itinerary. I'll now give you some examples in a little bit. But I just want you to know that you do have the option. Yes, we're luxury. We don't include everything because we do have guests that they prefer to do their own shore excursions or they prefer not to drink. So again, just giving our guests options. But if you do decide that you're wanting to include everything, there is an option for that as well. We can make it all inclusive for you if that's your preference. Now I'll go ahead and show you a couple of itineraries. Just wanted to give you an idea how our itineraries are built, right? So Alaska. Alaska is a popular destination for many of our guests, and this is a 7-day itinerary. It goes from 7 days up to 14 days for Alaska, and this is just a beautiful itinerary. Just wanted to show it to you really quick. Now for the 7-day itinerary, you get the choice of either the complimentary wine and beer that I was telling you about, or you could choose 400 shore excursion credit. So again, you have the option. Baltic is another beautiful destination. And, talking about those port intensive itineraries, you have only one day at sea, and this is an 11-day itinerary. And it takes you to Germany, Poland, Denmark, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Finland, and Sweden. I mean, it's a very, it's a beautiful combination of ports, and you get to see a lot in 11 days. Another itinerary that I think is very popular for our guests, it's a Miami to Los Angeles itinerary. Now, this is not just any regular Panama Canal itinerary. This one includes a little bit of South America, Colombia. It includes Central America, Punta Arenas, Puerto Quetzal. Highly recommended if you're into volcanoes. And then, of course, you have some days at sea to recharge your energy after a day at the beach. And then, of course, just wonderful itinerary, lots of port to visit. And let's not forget about the Cherry Blossom Spring itinerary. Okay, so I have to mention that these itineraries tend to sell out really quick. So if you're looking into Asia, you're thinking about Asia and the cherry blossom, please reach out to Teresa and she will guide you and tell you everything about the availability. But I just wanted to show it to you because it's a beautiful way to explore Japan. You have 2 days at sea. This is a 14-day itinerary. You get to say a little bit of everything. So this itinerary sells really well. Highly recommend you again to contact Teresa once you're ready to book it. And then I want to show you this beautiful video of our around the world to get you all excited. 180 days at sea on board Aurelia. So take a peek. Now, the last slide that I have for you today, it's going to be kind of a recap, right? Lots of information was shared today, but I want you to take I want you to remember this every time you think about Oceania Cruises. Yes, we're very well known for our finest cuisine and for being a foodie cruise line, but I want you to know that we also create beautiful itineraries, that we have genuine hospitality on board our ships that you will appreciate every day, right? And then of course our ships are beautiful. They're the right size. We provide you with the enrichment activities, and there are so many options on board our ships. Um, and the same applies to our categories. We want you to feel comfortable on board. We want you to have the options. At the end of the day, it's your world, your way. And with that, I will go ahead and pass it on to Teresa. Teresa, thank you so much for inviting me to do this presentation.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Elsa. When I think of Oceania Cruises, I think of the culinary scene. I've been in the travel industry a very long time, and you guys are known for your food. So if you're a foodie out there, this is the cruise line to go on. But anyway, thank you so much for that presentation. And if anybody is interested in booking their vacation, please reach out to me. I will leave my contact information behind this video and below. So if you can dream it, we will create it. Thank you. Thank you, Elsa.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Stay tuned for more episodes that will unveil new horizons and immerse you in the beauty of global discovery. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, if you can dream it, we will create it.